Good afternoon, YouTube. Universal Fool here. It's Valentine's today. Um, I, being a single fella I am, no surprise there. I've got nothing to do, so for you guys, I'm gonna play some Loverwatch, the limited time event for obviously Overwatch. And I don't know what to expect here, so we're all going along with the ride. So obviously sign into your Battle.net account. This is it, by the way, if you want to add that. If you want the rewards, like down here. And aside from that, we'll see what's gonna bloody happen. This is obviously the Hanzo Cupid skin. And you can loot the game. People will be coming back to this. I honestly do not know what to expect. I only saw the trailer for it. The official non-canon Overwatch 2 dating sim. Now 100% more official. Are you ready to play this thing? Yeah, no, everyone knows what non-canon means. My name is Scott. Let's make this very personal. I want to get really in touch with these characters. Maybe not too much, because this is non-canon. No, I made a typo of my own fucking name, didn't I? Continue, let's go. If it wants to blow it. Okay. It's Friday night in the big city. You could use a laugh after the week you've had. The Laugh Attic is one of the most tragically unfunny comedy clubs in town. But you love watching people bomb on the open mic. Sometimes, that people is you. Oh my god, this is actually so relatable. It's particularly dark tonight. So dark, it'll make for quite the dramatic reveal when your eyes adjust and you see who is sitting at the table in the corner. Eyes adjusting, adjusting, adjusting. Oh my. Oh my. Is that who you think it is? Why are there only two options? Okay, let's do the laugh. I'm a straight person, so I'm gonna go Genji. So this isn't weird. It's Genji. Ninja, cyborg, all-around bad boy from Overwatch. No matter how many times you blink, he's still there, and you're completely fucking starstruck. Obviously, it's Genji. It's the GOAT. You're amazed he can be seen in public without hordes of fans smothering him. But Winston is all the rage now. Still, you'd love to get an autograph. And maybe a handshake. And maybe he'll even say your name. That is the life. What the fuck? Zap. Hark. Oh, I need to do a Hanzo voice. Hark. Do I hear the sound of... Oh, fucking, that's Torbjorn. Do I hear the sound of a heart beating fast and smell the sweat on your palms? This is shit. Fucking, I'm so sorry. I am Cupid, the hero of love in all of its varieties. It is my sworn duty to answer the cries of all who desire to love and guide them to fulfillment. You look around, wondering if anyone can see this. Or are you hallucinating? Do not worry. You are the only one who sees me. I do not interfere in the mortal realm. Consider me the angel on your shoulder who will point you into the right direction. Okay, that's a definite maybe on hallucination thing, but maybe this hallucination can help you. Looking at the Emperor's in the groove of this. Alright. Now, tell me, are you in love? Okay, what? Hold up, you're not Cupid, you're Hanzo Shimada, let's go. From the free-to-play game Overwatch 2. Which I have, of course, played, because I just recognise you as Hanzo Shimada. Oh, he's actually from Overwatch 1. I get that a lot, but no matter how similar I am to the character in Overwatch, Rest assured, I am Cupid, champion of love. However, it is entirely possible Hanzo Shimada will have a skin based on me in the shop. In the shop? I thought it was an unlockable. Overwatch devs. What a coincidence. Indeed. Now tell me, are you feeling the signs of love? I just delayed fucking voice lines this guy. Nah, it's my baseline anxiety. Whoops. Anxiety and affection sometimes feel familiar. But fear not, I am here to guide you through all of love's intricacies. I can't say that. So, do you wish to win the hearts of Genji? Let's go. Genji, truly. Alex is his brother, isn't it? I mean, there were only two options I was actually sure I was aware. Oh my god, if we can end up marrying fucking Cupid Hanzo, is it because of the lore or something? Let's go. The what? The Overwatch lore. You know, Genji was the younger brother Hanzo killed and you felt guilty ever since. Only Genji wasn't actually dead, he was alive, but a cyborg. And Hanzo learned this, but he was still kind of upset about the whole thing, I think. That summary heavily favours Genji's view of the matters, I feel. I swear we've only actually gotten Genji's view of the matter. I mean, Hanzo had to, but that's all we fucking got. You know, Hanzo had to. It feels like shit after the fact, and he's still trying to repent for it, knowing he is full well innocent. Well, he's not, obviously. He went to try and kill his brother, but this is the nerd in me talking. But no, I am merely saying that reaching Genji's heart will be a difficult task. Sure, whatever you say, Mr. Grumpy Toga. If you wish to pursue Genji, then I am obliged to help you. It is your love life, no matter how foolish. Hey, foolish, that's me. Well then, how do you think I should approach Cupid? You have to introduce yourself, of course. You cannot start down the path of romance without first speaking to him. What? Socialization? As if. And given that he strikes me as a selfish, immature person, I recommend keeping your conversation focused on him. He's always struggled with his sense of self, so do your best to appeal to his interests. That is all I fucking do in life, honestly. People... absolute knobheads. You hope that he will get over his hostility for Genji soon. Definitely. That's not important right now. What is important is whether or not Genji will feel any hostility towards you. Of course not, I'm alright, babe. With Cupid's words in mind, you build up the courage to approach Genji. Excuse me? The ninja turns to face you. The purple glow of the club's neon lights illuminates on his metal mask. Are you talking to me? Yeah, Genji's got a much more soft-spoken voice, especially casually speaking, so I tried to get that. Like that walnut line with Soji, that is like really soft and trying to base it off that.
Among other things.
Yeah, I just saw you, and I wanted to say, your heart starts to pound in your ears, and your mouth can't find the words to speak. What the fuck? Well, say something. And remember, your choices will affect how he feels about you. Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, so you need healing. Fuck it. Do you need healing? I know my reputation. It is hurtful. Ah, fuck. But also, yes, I could do with some healing. Okay. I'm the one being difficult here, you knobhead. Anyway, I don't think I've seen you around here before. I'm Genji. What's your name? Oh, I'm Scott. Nice to meet you, Genji. Scott, huh? Scott's Odyssey. Is that an actual game? That's pretty cool. It reminds me of Scott from the game Scott's Odyssey. Yeah, is that a real game? Yeah, it was. Oh, sick. Gonna drink together, let's go. Take a seat next to Genji and watch a few sets. You can't tell if he ever cracks a smile, but he certainly doesn't laugh at any point. Weird energy to bring to a comedy club. But before you can spend too many minutes basking in the awkward silence, Cupid returns, bringing you more helpful advice. Fuck. Well, what are you waiting for? Show him you can be exciting. Go for fuck. No! I can't do that. Okay, here we go. I'm the comedy king. Love favours the bold, Scott. I salute you. So that's Andrew Tate. The previous comedian steps up from stage to some poetry claps, and when no one stands to take their place, you take the initiative to get on stage. Swallowing your dick and nerves, you address the audience. Hello, everyone. I would be honoured to share a joke with you fine people. Fucking hell. You look over the audience, you see Genji looking back at you with what you assume is curiosity. While you could make just any joke, you have to wonder what would make him laugh. Yeah, let's talk about ninjas, because the cyborg isn't his identity. He's a ninja. You tap on the mic, and the feedback rings in your ears. You lean in close. What kind of shoes does a ninja wear? Sneakers. Silence. It feels like you've been teleported to a soundproof void. Not a soul in the crowd has any reaction to spare. You almost wish they'd be you, just so you know that they're still there. But among them, you see Genji. Curiously, he glances down at his feet, upon which are a pair of high-tech and fashionable sneakers. A quiet chuckle escapes him. Oh, that is true. This is brilliant. Ignoring the appalled stares at the rest of the audience, you make your way back to your seat next to Genji. He seems warmer, leaning towards you. Kiss! Fuck. He likes your joke. For the record, not all ninjas wear sneakers, but I do, so I still laughed. Let's get proper randy right now. Making you laugh was the goal. I'm glad to hear you thought I was funny. I was mostly looking forward to making you laugh. Once, the ever-confident cyborg ninja seems shy. He rubs his arm nervously. This is gonna be motherfucking wallpaper. It's been really nice hanging out with you. Do you think you'd want to go on another date sometime? What? This is a date originally? Yeah, fuck it now. Oh wow, this is a date? Genji shrugs. We're in a date and seems so... Oh yeah, of course. It's strange how we know that. A little. Yeah, let's go on a second date. Let's go. Absolutely. This sounds wonderful, Genji. Genji sighs. A weight leaves his shoulders. I can't wait. Guess I'll see you again soon. He leaves, and you are left alone in the comedy club. Long though, as Cupid soon reappears. I sense the buds of romance are already beginning to blossom. How did you know how things went? You seem pleased, but there is always room for improvement. I recommend doing your best to ensure he feels comfortable with you. But, good or bad, your date in the past, and we still have a long road ahead of us, if you truly wish for Genji's heart to be yours. Fucking how long is this gonna be? Oh, loading the screen. Let's go. Hey, it's that map. When Genji reaches out to you again, he suggests grabbing dinner for his second date. He even picks out a restaurant, Cafe Azur in Monaco, the exclusive playground of the ultra rich. Luckily, you live in the hopeful future, so you can just hop on a transatlantic train and arrive in Monaco in a few short hours. Neat, huh? Yeah, Overwatch is pretty sick, feature-wise. You arrive at a restaurant. It seems as classy as the name might imply. The robot, he's a cyborg, not a robot. A robot brings you to your table. Well, oh, never mind, my bad. It's Omnic, where Genji awaits you. And fat forehead Hanzo is here. Please tell me he's not wearing the same hoodie he wore to the comedy club. Yeah, no, that's the coolest hoodie out there. I mean, we are on a date, so, and like a fancy place at that. But who are you, Genji? Even to a 5-star restaurant. My point exactly. Especially to a 5-star restaurant. Reasonable enough. No wonder you need my help. Right, fuck you, Hanzo. You may take your seat across from Genji. He seems to light up at your presence. Oh, Scott. I didn't expect to see you. What the fuck? Of course you did, you knobhead. Yes, he invited me here. Oh yeah, I guess so. Anyway, how was the ride over? Gaming time. Tons of XP grind and Vivi's adventure online. Let's go. Nerd. I don't even know these games. Right, don't get me sorry voice break. Don't get me started on Vivi party dance night. Talk about selling out. Editor's note, we're begging you not to add these to Overwatch fan wikis, they're not real. Either way, I'm glad you can make it. I've been really looking forward to spend more time with you. You don't have much time to feel bashful before the waitron returns to your table to retake your order. You look over your holo menu, which is like a regular menu but a hologram since it's the future. You should think carefully about what you order. Maybe choose something he'd like as well. Come on, even your dinner is gonna affect this guy's opinion of you. These dating sims are hard work. In that case, what do you order for dinner? Order Genji. No, I'm not gonna order off the kids menu, because that's something I'd actually want. Chicken nuggets, chips. I don't want expensive food because that's too. I'm going Genji's food because the other's a bit shit. Rikimaru ramen. And yeah, I just chose. Is there an official Overwatch cookbook? That is something. Wow, in that case, I'll take the Rikimaru ramen too. Imagine if that's not even on the menu. And it's not on the menu. Of course. We don't have that on the menu. Program seems to be overridden by the customer's almost right subroutine, so it takes your order back to the kitchen without complaint. Oh, sorry about that. That's really cool of you to order my favourite food for dinner. If they're an official Scott cookbook, I would have ordered yours too. Okay guys, merch drop in about 2 weeks time. I'm going to make a cookbook. Probably the best thing I can make is a sandwich, but I can make loads of sandwiches, I guess. You make notes of this idea. I hate this because I'm predicting what it's going to say, and this feels like it's actually about me. What the fuck? This looks just as good as a real thing from Hanamura. All it's missing is the Murloc bowl. It'd be perfect. How could they forget the Murloc bowl? It's half the fun of Rikimaru ramen. Huh? Let me go check with the waiter, maybe they have some Murloc bowls in the back. You fetch the waitron, explain the Rikimaru ramen isn't the same without its branded bowls. Unfortunately, the restaurant does not have any Murloc bowls in hand, but they're able to draw a crude recreation on 2 of the regular bowls. When you return to the table, Genji looks completely deflated. You sit across from him, and he barely even acknowledges your presence. Even Cupid seems troubled by a sudden shift in mood. And he's cried. Perhaps you should check on him, Scott, of course. Hey, is everything okay? Sorry, another diner recognised me while you were gone. They came over to talk to me. Did they ask for autograph or something? Oh, they recognise him from Blackwatch. Something that predates Overwatch and all that. Yeah, say oh so, because you can't ignore it, it's part of the past. I'm so sorry, Genji, I can't believe someone would give you trouble about it here. It's alright. I'm not proud of who I was back then, but I will admit, it is discouraging. I've tried my best to become a better person, but I fear my bad past will always haunt me. Some days it feels like there is nothing I can do to move on from who I was. He sighs, propping his head against his hand dejectedly. It's a heart-rending sight. Rending? Fuck. It seems he could use your reassurance. A small gesture could go a long way. Apparently, even Cupid has a sense to put aside his bitterness towards Genji when he's in this state. What do you want to cheer? Hold his hand. I'm not going to beat people what this mean. Let's hold his hand. I mean, he wouldn't feel it, but let's go. You don't think you'd have the words to help in this situation. Instead, you reach across the small table and take Genji's hand into yours. He seems surprised. When you meet his gaze with a smile, he relaxes. He squeezes your hand, taking a deep breath to steady himself. Thank you, Scott. I'm sure I'd feel much worse if you weren't here. It's the least I could do. You mean that literally? Holding his hand was probably the easiest, least expensive thing you've done all night. Valid. Let's eat her. The food is going cold. The two of you finally enjoy your meal, as it's supposed to go. You don't know how Genji eats with his mask on, but every time you look away, more food disappears from his plate. You assume it's going into his mouth one way or the other. By the time you're done eating, Genji seems happier than ever. You're glad the evening is going in a more positive direction. Hey, I wanted to ask you about something. Shoot. How would you feel about going somewhere special for a next date? Anywhere that's special to you is special to me. Let's go. That one doesn't earn you any points from Genji, but it makes him blush. Is it worth... And isn't that worth more... I can't speak. And isn't that worth more than any kind of gameplay progression? I was hoping we'd go somewhere that's really special to me. How would you feel about a trip to Nepal? Oh, sick. What's in Nepal? It's a very important place in my growth as a person. It's most surprising, but an isolated mountaintop helped me find ease. There's more to it, obviously, but I figured I could explain when we got there. Sure, I can't wait to hear all about your backstory. Gonna look at Zenyatta's balls on the way. Okay, I'll see you there. I hope it'll be really special. I had a ton of fun tonight. Thanks again, Scott. Genji departs from the restaurant, and you're left alone. Well, as alone as you can be when you're halted by the vessel of Valentine's. It's the goat himself. Another date town, with a third to come. Most impressive, Scott. Yeah, I've ditched the voices thing, I can't do it. I'm not well enough to do it. Thanks. How do you think Genji and I are doing? He seems incredibly happy with you. Not to tempt fate, but I suspect it'd be difficult for you to lose his affection now. I'm not going to try. I love Genji. I'm going to be his wife. There is still another date in your future. Do what you can to prepare. I sense this one will be most important of all. The third date awaits. Let's go. See, this is where our development time for the game went, rather than balancing competitive or whatever. They're going for this. Nice set pieces though, I won't lie. even though they are literally just taken from the game. You ascend the snowy mountains in Nepal, and the cold rudely seeps right through every layer of clothing you wore. Hard to believe just a few days ago you were telling jokes to comedy club, and now this is what you expected of you to keep this relationship going. As you're trudging along, Cupid appears again. Thankfully, you know his deal by now. I'd think you're seeing things thanks to the hypothermia. Scott, I need to stress how important this date will be. Clearly, you are important to Genji, who would not have brought you here otherwise. So just be sure to do your very best this time. Thanks for all the help, Cupid. I'm not going to bring up his bloody grudge, because that's cringe. Thanks for helping me out this whole time, Cupid. It means a lot. Of course, even if you or Genji are. What am I doing? Difficult at times. It is my privilege to assist you on your path of love. But perhaps I should be thanking you. Whether or not Genji's heart will be yours in the end, your devotion to love is inspiring. It has been a pleasure to accompany you. Oh, Cupid, you're all sounding all sappy and whatnot. Don't tell me this is a teaser for the secret Cupid path for this dating. I told you we could do that. Oh my god, if we can end up marrying fucking Cupid Hanzo. Don't be ridiculous. If there's a secret Cupid path, do you truly think I should broadcast it so freely? Oh, fucking hell, if there's a fucking Cupid path. Besides, a path of that nature would be difficult to unlock. You would need to successfully win the heart of both heroes to show me your commitment to love. Oh, fucking hell. Hypothetically, of course. Okay, we're gonna go for both of them, I guess. This will be the Genji episode and all that. Of course, hypothetically. But enough of this. It's time for your final date to truly begin. With Cupid's voice of confidence, you continue your journey up the mountain. Eventually, you arrive in a quaint little village. Genji is there to greet you. Honestly, you don't understand why you can't travel together. Scott, you made it. What did you think of the hike? Worth it to be with you? I wouldn't say it was easy, but it's worth it to be here with you, Genji. I'm happy you think so. There are a few people who would be willing to scale a mountain to spend time with me. If you can believe that, it means a lot like you did. Anyways, I'm glad you're here. This place is very special to me, and I hope I can show you why. Come for a walk with me. Gladly, you take Genji's arm. He leads you all around the village, and you can't help but bask in every sight. It's truly beautiful, certainly not the kind of place you want to host 5v5 King of the Hill style combat. To be fair, Nepal's probably one of the best maps in the game. I won't deny that. But what's more beautiful than the village itself is the way Genji glows while you're taking his way through it, recounting memories of the time he spent here. He tells you everything from the story of how he first arrived here to the tales of his most trying meditations. After strolling a while, Genji takes you to the old accommodations that housed him for his time in Nepal. Though he's been absent for some time, the room is still clearly his. There's an old mattress, a Hayori, and a framed photo of Genji with his brother, taken years ago. Genji goes to say something, but someone else speaks first. Genji, this is Zenyatta. It's gonna be Zenyatta, isn't it? I called it. I'm calling everything in this dating sim. I swear I've not seen this before. I hope you've had a safe journey, my student. It's Zenyatta. House Set is the only place you can get Zenyatta content these days. In the explicitly non-canon dating sim that only one short story. Was it? Yeah, maybe something would happen at Remarch guys soon, who knows. Yeah, because I was thinking before, there was no fucking Zenyatta lore, basically. I saw it from working with Genji and Remarch, and there's literally nothing else. Why is he fighting? Master, it's good to see you again. Indeed. I heard that you bring in a visitor, so I hoped I could meet them. Of course, Scott. This is my master, Zenyatta. You were ready for a trek through the snow-covered mountains, but this is basically like meeting Genji's parents. Is that weird for a third date? Doesn't matter. It's happening. No, it's up to you to deal with it. Give him a fist bump. You reach your closed fist out to the metal monk, and to your utmost surprise, it's you the sickest fist bump you've experienced. Absolutely radical. A pleasure, Scott. I'm glad to see you've survived your journey here. You're going to ignore the threatening aura of that sentence and let him keep talking. It is rare for Genji to have company here. I sense he must be quite fond of you. Oh, certainly hope so. Master, you're embarrassing me. Don't quote that. I'm sure your companionship will mean a great deal to him. He's always struggled to accept himself. Perhaps the acceptance of another will help him along his path. You never realised how much your company might mean to Genji. To think, just a few nights ago, you were planning to enjoy the comedy stylings of literally anyone in New York City by yourself. Now, it's entirely possible you're changing the life of an Overwatch agent. I believe... Master? I sense I have surpassed my annual screen time allotment. I'm afraid I'll need to depart. But please, take my greatest blessings and enjoy the remainder of your time here. The two of you say goodbye to Master Zenyatta, and when you are left alone, Genji's previous exuberance is gone, replaced with contemplation. Something on your mind, Genji? Just think about what my master just said. He was being truthful, you know. Spending time with you has done a lot to my own sense of self. But I have to wonder, Scott, do you think it's truly possible to know your true self? Well, to be honest, it's a far deeper question than you ever would have expected from the silly dating sim you'd signed up for. But you've come this far, right? What's the harm in one more question? And that really is one more. I believe this will be your last chance to win Genji's heart, Scott. Use it wisely. Well, what do you think? I want to know their true self. I'm not sure, but you can try, because... Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. Maybe you can, or maybe not. But I think it's always worth trying to find out who you really are. Otherwise, what's the point of it all? I think you might be right. You know, when I ended up like this, when my brother, who draws off, Cupid watches him intently, his brow knit with pain, I felt so much guilt. I would look at myself every day and despise the person who looked back at me. Well, this is fucking ruined, hasn't it? But as much as it hurt, I had to look, or else I could not have grown from who I was. Perhaps I'll never know my true self, but you're right. I must always try to see who I really am. Thank you, Scott. I'm glad to know that you feel the same. Scott, I've really enjoyed spending so much time with you lately. It's been a long time since I allowed myself to get close with anyone, but I must admit what, Genji? I feel some guilt that you've not seen the real me. You're a bit confused, pretty sure that you just enjoyed 3 days with the real him. Before you can ask, he clarifies, we've been spending so much time together and you've only seen me with my mask on. Although my mask is extremely epic, it's not the true me. We're not gonna fucking see it, are we? They ruined this reveal in the Dragons cinematic. It is really cool though. It is. I know, right, but still. Genji takes your hand into his green visor stares back at you, and you wonder what his eyes must look like beneath it. Scott, can I show you who I really am? Let's go. Gonna be Guga Chad Genji, all this and no reveal. It's funny, it seems I could deflect anything but love. And beams. But mostly love. And we don't get to see it. With great care, Genji reaches for his mask, but he hesitates, and eventually builds the strength to remove it, showing you his true face beneath. Genji, you're beautiful. If you believe so, then it must be true. It took me so long to come to terms with who I am now. Knowing you accept me makes me feel confident it's all worth that time. I know my true self love you too, Scott. You have embarked on a journey of love, and found that what you desire at the end. Love takes many forms, but is always true. May you cherish this love for Genji forever and always. Right, so that was pretty fun. Though that means I do have to go and do 2 more dating sims to get to the bloody Hanzo dating thing. So back in a minute.